Now, you are now tuned in to Radio 103.9 New York.
When I heard you were coming through, I had to pull out one of my favorite performances.
Which one?
Josephine Baker.
Oh, so she was all around. She had a little bit of everything.
I know she was sweet. She was talented.
She was talented. She was stubborn.
And of course, Lynn happened to be naked most of it.
Wow. Only the first third.
How was that? Now, how was that? Like, back then, well, you had no problem. You were like, okay, I know who Josephine Baker is.
Well, I got to hide behind history in that.
That's true.
So it wasn't Lynn Whitfield dancing topless in bananas. It was Lynn Whitfield as Josephine Baker, and it was a historical fact. And the funny thing is that we finally get on stage after choreographing it and all of that and rehearsing it, and we get up there that day and the cameras are rolling and the bananas are flying and I'm just like bam, 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 and they'd say, okay, action, cut. Oh, here, get her robe. Because I said, no, I'm fine. I felt like Eve. It was like Adam and Eve. It was before the Ethel. It felt like so,
I like that bam, bam, bam.
but she was kind of giving that hip action. And I actually felt it was very liberating, and it was, and I felt completely justified and protected in her history and how fabulous she was, and I didn't put any judgment on it.
I love it. I
lived
love
it to its fullest.
And that was, I guess as an actress, that range was amazing because, like I said, humanitarian, but you also got a chance to just be really just an artist.
Yeah, I did,
and a real person.
I loved it. I tried to portray all of my characters as honestly, revealing, giving them a little bit of the humanity of that character.
Let me tell you something now. Greenleaf, you are bringing the meanness. You are something else.
Well, now,
you're a lioness.
No,
you're a lioness.
Here, okay.
You're
let
protected.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
If a male character were as protective of his dynasty, of what was his children, everything, and keeping everything in line, what do you think it was mean?
Oh yeah.
You would?
Oh yeah. I think you're right. There are different that we do have sometimes.
I mean, I'm asking. I'm not asking with a presupposition.
Yeah, no.
But I do think that when women are strong that way and strategic and all of that, it becomes mean. Yeah.
Well, I put it this way. I would say, me personally, I would say yes, mean.
Yes.
Male or female.
Yes.
Society might judge it differently because you're right. One factor that's at play when you're talking about a woman, especially a mother, is that's the piece, the mother/woman piece.
Yes.
That you would like do whatever it takes.
Yes.
And I think you're right. The ruthlessness angle, maybe we do judge women and men differently. I don't.
Yes.
I was raised by a single mom, so I think my roles, I don't play it like that. You are who you are, people are who they are, and I judge them like that.
Yeah, and I think it's a real mother who's saying, look, I know you and you know me. Don't come here starting no problems. I don't want the problems. Fine to be under the roof, but the problems, I don't want them. You don't do that. How often do people say, listen, you're not under my roof.
Right.
I mean, it's like that thing. But however, I absolutely love playing these characters that are complex, that have all these levels.
Yeah.
In fact, you've only seen one or two little facets of Lady May, but I think great women have to create boundaries.
Well, and you know what? You're absolutely right in that. When I say, I think there is a judgment calling her mean when she's protective. That's interesting, but she also has done some mean stuff early on too.
What?
And
really? What she do mean?
You know what it is? I think it's the manner in which he protects the home.
Oh, yeah.
That, the tone.
I know.
And you have the superstar daughter, right?
Yes.
Who left because of some things.
Yes.
And the mother, Lady Mae, you're like you said, look, don't come back in no mess. But there is a reason to start some mess, and Mom, you know it. You know it, Mom. And in fact, compared to Dad,
I'm not telling.
Oh, you're saying maybe you don't know it. Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. If you're watching it, hey, it's a great.
I love that it causes all this conversation.
Yes.
I just had a dinner with friends who live in Houston but are also New Orleans, and we were sitting at dinner and they went on and on and on. Well, I think that she's doing it because I think he's, that's what's, and so this it's provoking lots of conversation. I mean,
you called me out.
Excited about it.
You're right.
Yeah, because we don't know what anybody knows.
That's
yet.
True. That's a great point.
We really, really don't. One of the things that I think in the African American community or in any community really, that people want to be seen as fitting in, as having arrived in some way. The idea that we may put blinders on about family truths that would be hurtful, that we in our culture don't even want to look at. I mean, we don't want to look at, we deal with infidelity well, you ain't nothing but cheating. He's got the ass around the corner doing better. But if we deal with questions of homosexuality, we deal with questions of, inappropriate sexual behavior within a family. There's so many things that we, as a people, and I love my people. I love everybody, So this may be true in Jewish communities. I'm sure it's true. We've seen very true in, many families of who live by Catholicism, but right now what we're dealing with is a very entitled family of African American people.
Yes.
And how they deal with their secrets.
I like it.
How they deal with their shortcomings. And so denial is huge, can be huge. I see I'm touching a nerve in you.
No, I love it.
I'm looking at that, but denial is. Yeah. We are good at denial.
Yes.
Because we want, this kind of acceptance. We want, so we really don't know what Lady Mae knows or what she has allowed to take her blinders off to see. We really don't know. But what she does know is under that roof, she believes that all of her kids and everyone is safer than they could be anywhere else in the world. She believes that at her core.
And I love the fact that you're right. We don't get a chance to see all these different flavors and different colors and different personalities.
Not yet.
And I'm just saying, like, a lot of times people, I remember when I saw, we went to the screening, and some people say, Oh,
Tribeca?
No, when they did it here.
Yes,
yeah. And when you guys did it here. And people kill me when they're like, oh, we've seen this before, the church. No, you haven't. Not done this way. I mean, and I can tell because as a black person, really just seeing different characters who are not even big characters, just normal people.
Yeah.
Anytime, that's a breath of fresh air, just a person who's just a normal person.
Yes.
I love that. You know what I mean? It's not, because we haven't seen it before. You don't see it all the time. This is kind of, this is growth. This is, I like the way
I think so.
Your husband is portrayed I like his portrayal. It's not he's he's not the same guy you've seen before.
No,
he's he's sweet. He's and I think I like your role.
Sweet. He's wise. He's somewhat lost his way. He's elegant. In the way he's dashing. It's we the Greenleaf. The treatment of the family drama in this, we're not giving you everything all at one time. We're we're putting a lot of questions out there, but we're not, coming out with everything. It's a slow burn. You find out things as you go, and we're just tomorrow night at the 6th episode. So it's very exciting, and we have 7 more to go after that.